these pants go with this shirt? That's fine. Hi, welcome back. What is up? It's me, I'm Nativa. We're talking about knitting on this channel, so if you like that, you should stay, and you should subscribe, and you should do the YouTube things that you're supposed to do to help me, to just encourage me to keep it up, and to help other people who don't know me in real life get connected with me, because I would love that. So, can you please like my video? I would appreciate it. Today we're talking about what I've been up to, what's been on my needles, and what has come off. I've got a few finished objects that I'm really pumped about sharing, and I also have something in the works that I'm going to tell you all about. So if you want to hear what I've been up to, hang out with me for this video. It will be very fun. Yeah, so I put on a necklace. First thing up on the list is the Carlisle Cardigan by Tara Lynn Morrison. I bought her whole ebook, her Goodnight Day ebook, because I've just been finding quite a few of her patterns that have been popping up for me on Pinterest, and they're all lovely. They're all like really sophisticated looking, but they're also really simple, and a lot of them are chunky, which I love, But yeah, I made the Carlisle Cardigan in the chunky wool from Stitch & Story, and the color is Black Star, I believe. So it's just a black cardigan, pretty simple, but yeah, it was super fun to make. I don't know, it didn't take me too long. The chunky knits, they go really quickly, so that was cool, and it's been really fun to wear. I've been wearing it a lot around the house and like a lot out, which is really fun. It's like really cute over, I have this pair of white overalls that I really love to wear it with. I'm not really sure how much yarn I used, how many skeins. I really need to get better about tracking that, because it's good to know if I ever want to do the pattern again. And also, if I'm going to be talking about it with y'all, then I want you to know, want you to be prepared if you decide to do exactly what I did for some reason. But it's a great pattern, and I highly recommend the ebook. She has like multiple, there's a couple different cardigans, there's a few different sweaters, hats in there. I want to say there's a shawl. I can't remember about the shawl, but it's a really nice ebook. It was like $20 or something, and it's like 10-ish patterns, maybe more. I should look into that. But yeah, I really loved it. Pattern was super easy to follow, came out really beautifully. I love that it's a mix of stockinette and garter stitch. I feel like that makes it just like takes it to another level. And my only complaint, I would say, is that the shoulders are, like, it feels like it's always about to fall off of my shoulders. I wish that the, I don't know what this is called. It's not really the yoke, because it's not, I guess the yoke, but the shoulder panels, that's not what they're called. I don't know. I wish that there was more coverage. I wish that it came in farther, because it feels like it sits like really on the edge of my shoulders, and it's like feeling like it's always about to fall off. But other than that, it's super great. And the chunky wool from Stitch & Story was honestly a really nice option for this. The gauge matched up really well, which I was kind of surprised by. I was worried that I would need chunky wool, but it worked great. And yeah, it's like really breathable, which is nice, and I really like it. I had a really good time making it, and again, knit up really quickly. And also, like, who doesn't want like a plain black cardigan? I know I said in another video that I'm not a cardigan girl, and that really is true, but a black cardigan, sophisticated as fuck, goes with lots of different things, and it's been, like I said, so cute over the overalls. It's been a power move for that. So I'm loving it. Definitely check it out if you're interested. Okay, so next thing I made was the In the Mood sweater by Kara's Knitting. I don't know if I'm saying her name right. This is her Instagram, wherever I put it. But yeah, she has an amazing Instagram. She has a really cool website with like lots of different patterns, and she also sells some of her knits on her Instagram, and also yarn sometimes. So I have definitely bought yarn from her, which has been so sweet. She has lots of chunky wool, and she's got some cool like mohairs and other stuff too. So definitely check her out. But this pattern, it's so cool. A cow sweater, are you kidding me? It's very fun. I did mine in black and white. It's Stitch & Story, the chunky wool. What colors? it's the Black Star again, and then Ivory white, I believe. It's not the pure white, it's like the creamier white. And I haven't been keeping track of how much I'm using, like I said, so that's a problem that I've been trying to fix. I will say, I bought a 10-pack of the Black Star and a 10-pack of the Ivory white, and it's gone a pretty long way. I've made the Gallant sweater, I've made the Carlisle cardigan, and this whole In the Mood sweater. And yeah, I have a box right here with a little bit left. I'm thinking, like, I don't actually know how much I have left, but you do the math. It's a lot of yarn and 3 pieces out of it, which is pretty cool. But yeah, it was really fun to do. I haven't really done any color work in my like more mature knitting phase. This was the first colory thing that I did. It was so fun to follow the chart, and it was super easy to follow. Like, this is perfect for like BB's first color work project. It's like perfect. You should try it out. And it's cool because I've seen some people making them in different colors and like doing different things. And I think if you change up the color scheme, then it's less like cowy looking. But I live for the cow print. It was really fun to make. And the only problem is that I have not seamed it up yet because I'm lazy. And I've had other stuff I've wanted to make. It's not going to be that big of a deal. I mean, I know basic sewing. I took a costuming class in college, so I'm like, I know how to do it. And it's just one of those things where you have to look it up and figure it out. I want to do it soon because it's getting warm out. It's getting like warm-ish. We've had those like rude, random spring days, so it's coming. Yeah, the warm weather's coming, so I like want to get it done so I can get somewhere out of it before it gets all hot and stuff. But yeah, really great pattern. Highly recommend Kara's stuff. I've bought multiple patterns from her, but this is the first one that I did. So good stuff. Okay, next thing, you guys aren't going to believe that I made it because it's not chunky wool. It's a much thinner, lighter weight alpaca. And it's a sweet little beanie number 2 by My Favorite Things Knitwear. And I made this for a friend of mine who was also my liberation coach. I worked with her doing some one-on-one personal coaching, and I made this as like a thank you gift for her. Her name is Asia Vines. She is the best ever. Just like such an awesome human being. But she does oracle readings. If anybody's interested, I'm going to plug her so hard right now. She's the best. She's on Instagram. She's on TikTok. So there's a lot of cool readings on TikTok. Definitely check that out. But you can also book readings with her. And she has a pay what you can option if you're just like wanting to dip your toe. So she's awesome. I made her a beanie. And I made it from the Alpakka by Sandnes. Again, is that how you say their name? It's in the description. Don't worry about it. It's alpaca though, and it's so soft. I made it in the deep forest green colorway. And yeah, I used less than 2 skeins. It was 2 skeins is what you want to buy, but I don't know. I'd say there's probably like a quarter of it left, so 1 3/4 skeins. See, I started keeping track. And I love how it turned out. I was a little nervous because my girl has a very large noggin, and I was like, I can relate to that. It'll be great. And I made the hat and I was like, this is a little big on me even. Like, I thought my head was big. Hers is bigger. It's because she's got a big old brain. I was so nervous it was going to be too big, but it came out really cute. I'm loving seeing it on her. But it's a great pattern. Super simple. I learned the tubular cast on, which was a new fun thing that at first I was like, no, I hate this. But then once I got it, I was like, oh yeah, it's like the perfect thing. It gives you that like cool brim that makes it look like it's folded, even though it's not. It's magical. It's all ribbed all the way through, and yeah, the structure is really nice. The photos of it, I mean, for the pattern itself will sell you on it. It's just like a classic beanie, and it knit up really quickly, and I gotta say, it was so nice. It was such an awesome change of pace to work with smaller needles and thinner yarn. It was like, it was just so satisfying. Like, knitting in general is satisfying no matter what, I feel, but I think because this was a small project, I could just really appreciate it and dig into it. And it was so nice too to not have to carry around a big chunky heavy thing. Yeah, I just had like my little circulars and my little tube, and it was awesome. And I love a mindless project so much, and that was the great thing about this. It's like you're just knitting a tube for a while before you do the decreases. So highly recommend My Favorite Things Knitwear. I'm sure if you're a knit person, you've heard of them. But yeah, I'm looking at some of their other patterns. I have my eye on a scarf of theirs. I bought the pattern a long time ago and just haven't gotten around to making it. But I love a bandana vibe, so we're gonna work on that soon. But yeah, beanie number 2. The sun came out. So the next thing I made was also a gift, which I had a blast making. I knew I wanted to make a sweater for my sister for her birthday, and I've been eyeing Brenda Lamb's Crisscross applesauce jumper for a long time. It's such a cool pattern. It's got some really nice texture, and I could tell it was just going to be like a simple quick knit. It's a chunky boy, so you know. But yeah, made one for my sister for her birthday. I had it in the mail early. It got there on time. It was like, I was on a roll. But I knit it up in the Crazy Sexy Wool. Yes, we're back. And it was heritage green for the base and eucalyptus green for the accents, for the little cuffs, for the ribbing at the bottom, and the collar as well. It was around a skein for the accent. And for the base, I used less than 5 skeins of the heritage green. I bought 5, and I have a little bit left over, like maybe half, maybe less than half. Brenda's patterns are so awesome. She puts her personality into them, so there's all these like fun little notes along the way. And again, she has a like a resource list for videos on all of the different skills you need to know. So that's super helpful. All of these YouTube links that are just right there at your disposal. And yeah, it was really like super easy. The Crisscross had like a repeating pattern that you had to follow, and I found it super easy. Like it was just knits and purls. Again, it's like a really simple, but like gives you a little something extra pattern. So it was really fun to make, and it fit awesome. Like I made it to fit me because she and I are about the same size. And I believe I did a size 1, because I always do whatever size Brenda is wearing. But yeah, size 1, knit up great. The sleeves are like not too balloony, which I appreciate. And I did twisted rib for the cuffs. And I can't remember if the pattern calls for that or not, but I'm fully addicted to twisted rib now. It just makes everything look so neat, and it like cinches things in a little bit, which I think is awesome for like a waistband or the cuffs for a sleeve. But yeah, it's like a really beautiful pattern. I feel like the Crisscross isn't showing up too well in my B-roll, but it's there. And if you take a look at her pattern on Etsy, there's lots of different examples of it, so you can get a better feel for what it will look like. But quick knit, like something with a little bit more interest, but also still super easy to make. And Brenda, I love her. I love her. She could do no wrong in my eyes. So it was really fun to make. Okay, so it's a different day, but I just have another thing that I want to show you before we wrap it up. But I'm in the middle of a very exciting project, something a little especial. But I'm doing a test knit for Brenda Lamb for her new dotted line vest that's coming out, I believe, April 11th, around that time. It'll probably be out by the time this video gets posted, so link in description. But yeah, she chose me to do a test knit for her, and I was so stoked. I've seen calls for test knits before and have been like, maybe sometime I'll do that. And I thought this was the perfect project because I could tell it's like not a lot of yarn, gonna go pretty quickly, and it's something I like want to wear and like would have bought the pattern anyway. So really pumped about it. I'll give you a little peek. I'm in the middle of it. Well, more than the middle. I'm almost done. I just have to do the collar and the sleeves, but it's been so fun. Brenda's the best, so it's been really cool to interact with her and help her get this pattern out to everybody. But yeah, so I'm using brown sugar and Sand Trooper Beige Crazy Sexy Wool, who's surprised, but happy to be back. And yeah, it's going really quickly. I will say I got assigned the medium size because I volunteered for smaller medium, and I think it's gonna be, it's a little big for me. The one that she made is a lot more fitted, and I like that look a lot more. I think it'll still work, but there's a good chance I'll unravel it and make a small when everything's said and done. But for now I'm doing the medium so she knows what that's like. And yeah, I'm excited. There's only one new skill for this that I'm gonna have to learn, and it's for this V-neck collar. It's the center double decrease. I imagine it's gonna be pretty simple. Again, Brenda has links for YouTube videos on how to do anything and everything in her patterns, so gonna watch that and figure it out. But yeah, I'm really close to being done. I think I'm gonna finish it up today actually, and then yeah, look out for a picture of me wearing it on her Instagram and potentially on the pattern like product page as well. So that's pretty exciting. But yeah, shout out to Brenda. Thanks for picking me. It's been really fun to work on. And I'm excited to wear it. So, okay, well, that's it for today's video. Thanks so much for watching. Like, it really is so cool to know that people are watching this stuff. I will never stop being like totally delighted by it. So thank you. Go ahead and do all of the YouTube stuff because it's going to help me continue to grow this channel and connect with other people in the community, which I'm really looking forward to doing. But yeah, thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you next time.